Hey guys, good night, morning, afternoon, whatever time zone you're in. I greet you with the love of God. Um, Jesus. So we're gonna get into this word, and then we are going to get started, guys. I'm so excited about this word, y'all. God has really been showing me some stuff in the book of Ruth. He really put it on my heart to just kind of just study it, and the book of Ruth is not that long, but God is so amazing that He can show you new things in the Word all the time. You can read the same passage and get something different or a different revelation. That's because He's God and He wrote this book, so He holds all the secrets in the palm of His hands, and He's so amazing and so generous that He would share those things with us. I just love God. He really been answering that prayer just oh my gosh. Anyway, yeah. We're going to actually get into this word, and then we're going to go forth into the next one. Okay. So the Lord, if you are standing there and you're called to my particular channel, then you already know that the Lord has been perfecting um, the way you love, right? Um, Even for how you love your spouse, right? And I'm going to read what God has led me to read, and then give you what He gave me from what I read. Okay. But on the way, Naomi said to her two daughters in law, "Go back to your mother homes, and may the Lord reward you for your kindness to your husbands and to me. May the Lord bless you with the security of another marriage." Then she kissed them goodbye, and they all broke down and wept. "No," they said, "we want to go with you to your people." But Naomi replied, "Why should you go on with me? Can I still give birth Could I still give birth to other sons or grow who could grow up to be your husbands? No, my daughters, return to your parents' home, for I am too old to marry. And even if it were possible and I were to get married and tonight bear sons, then what? Would you wait for them to grow up and refuse to marry anyone else? No, of course not, my daughters. Things are far more bitter for me than for you, because the Lord Himself has raised His fist against me. Okay. And again, they wept together. And Oprah kissed her mother in law goodbye. But Ruth clung tightly to Naomi. "Look," Naomi said to her, "your sister in law has gone back to her people and her gods. You should do the same." But Ruth replied, "Don't ask me to leave you and turn back. Wherever you go, I will go. Wherever you live, I will live. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God. Wherever you die, I will die, and there I will be buried. May the Lord punish me severely if I allow anything but death to separate us." Jesus. Ooh. Was that the color purple? um, and then the Lord took me to, after I read that, He took me to 1 Corinthians 13. You guys already know where I'm going. And it is what biblical love is, right? We know what the world says about love, but this is biblical love. And it says, um, hold on. Sorry, I gotta go to the page, y'all. Hold on. I thought I had put my little stopper thing right there. And it says, "Love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude, and does not demand its own way. It is not irritable, and it keeps no record of wrong. It does not rejoice about injustice, but rejoices whenever the truth wins out. Love never gives up. Love never loses faith. It is always hopeful and endures through every circumstance." Every circumstance. Jesus. Jesus. The love that Ruth had for Naomi was she that woman knew how to endure. Okay? That woman knew how to endure. And when she was with Naomi, She planted that seed of loyalty. She planted that seed of love and endurance. She planted those seeds and she was able to reap a harvest. A lot of you guys don't think that God is going to call you to bear any type of suffering and not be rewarded. That's honestly, and it's not even biblical. Yes, we will suffer. That is part of the Bible, right? It says in I think it's Romans where it talks about when we suffer with when we suffer with Christ, um, we also share in the reward of Christ, right? And another woman of God, I think it's Prophet Parham, it was so good. She said, anything kingdom, you're going to have to suffer for it. Because Jesus, in order to reap what he had, his kingdom, perfect example in the Bible, it talked, thank you, Holy Spirit. In the Bible, it talked about two people that had came up to God, came up to Jesus, and they told him, and they said, we want to sit at the right hand of the Father with you too. And what did Jesus tell them? He said, you don't even know what you're asking. He told them, he said, you think you want to sit right here, but he said, do you understand what you're going to have to go through to sit with me? Do you understand the type of of things you're going to go through to be at to sit with me? Most of the disciples didn't die uh nice deaths, okay? A lot of these men were tortured, okay? Like criminals. They died. Some of these men have died harsh criminal deaths, right? In real life. In real life, right? Um, so the Lord wants to perfect love in us, right? Naomi gave Ruth every reason to leave. And that's how you know when love is real. Because Oprah, Oprah, when she started to hear the reasons to leave, she was like, you know what? You're right. I should leave. I should leave, right? And Ruth was like, I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna endure. And because of her endurance, you see at the end of Ruth, their story. Naomi received a son-in-law, right? And a grandchild. And I'm pretty sure Naomi, that baby, she held that baby and so much joy was around her. Ruth was rewarded for her suffering. And as for what she went through, oh, she didn't suffer. Yes, she did. This woman lost her spouse. And not only that, she had no children. And not only that, the only person that she knew family wise that was like family to her, Naomi, was pushing her away and gave her every reason to leave. Telling her you should just go. That is rejection. Naomi probably didn't mean to do that, but Naomi was rejecting Ruth. She told her, no, go with your people. God's hands against me. She dealt with that rejection, right? Multiple times. And yet, Ruth's love for Naomi remained and she endured. And in the end of this story, you see Jesus, you see that God rewarded her loyalty. God rewarded her endurance. God rewarded her endurance. The easy way out is to leave. And the reasons to leave that Naomi gave them were really good. They were good. They were good reasons. Because back then, marriage was a security blanket for a woman. Back then, to not bear children was a problem, right? That was considered, when you would consider barren, it was considered a really bad thing for a woman, or not bearing children, right? this was considered something different, right? And Ruth endured to the end, and she reaped the reward. She reaped the reward. And that's not just that's not just that's Holy Spirit, help me out. And this doesn't just go for like marriages as well. Like it talks about in the Bible, when we endure to the end, when Jesus come back for us. Oh my gosh, what a day that will be. Oh my God, to be with our Father. Oh my God, to be in His presence all day. Don't have to push and press, but you're just there, just being able to be with Him. To see heaven is gonna be like a whole nother. Oh my gosh, yeah. It's just such an exciting thought. It's an exciting thought. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. It's an exciting thought. And you'll be rewarded for you enduring, walking with God, even in the midst of this. I'm going to release a video coming up soon where God's having me to debunk some things concerning standards, right? And oh my gosh, this is, oh my gosh, y'all. Endure, continue to endure, continue to pray, continue to love, right? Continue that because you will be rewarded. God is, it says in the word, it says, be not mocked. Whatever you shall sow, you shall reap. So if you're a standard and you're praying for your spouse, you continue to pray for them. You continue to love them. You continue to, even when you got an attitude, make their plate. Okay? Don't send them in to work hungry because you got an attitude. That's not nice. That's not nice, sis. Don't do that. And listen, y'all not gonna always like each other. That's the part about marriage. Marriage doesn't, it goes past feelings. Biblical love goes past feelings. It's impossible for me to love my kingdom spouse outside of God. And this is what I noticed. I noticed that when I have drifted in the past, when I have drifted away from God, my love for that person also drifted. But when I stayed in the presence of God, when I was consistent in my pursuit of Him, He gives you understanding. He gives you divine wisdom. He shows you how to love that person. And then He begins to show you why this happens, or why they reacted like that, or why that happened. And then you're able to be understanding and empathetic. You're able to love them well because you understand that this is bigger than what I see is going on the outside. This is bigger than than this is so much bigger than just that person pushing you away or whatever. It doesn't have to necessarily be that, right? It's bigger than that. Yeah, it's bigger than that. So you guys continue to endure. Continue to love those spouses. Continue to love those children. Continue to love God. Continue to push through. Ruth was rewarded because of Esther's loyalty to her people and to God. She was rewarded in the end. She got to see her people protected and to stand up for themselves in a way that made them shine as the children of God they were. Oh my gosh. Biblical love. If you want to reap the reward of a biblical love, you're going to have to walk with the person who wrote the Bible. I tell you guys all the time, this grace to love, this grace to stand, it comes from above. I would have been folded. I would have been folded. Been folded if it wasn't for God. I would have been. I would have been like Oprah. Okay, bye. Deuces. And if I'm honest, in the past, I have struggled with that. But when I say like the Lord has taught me how to walk with Him and to love biblically, and now I get to, He's even showing me like even foreshadows of what this love will be like. And it's amazing. It's a biblical love. And I remember God would bring older couples around me all the time, and it would bring tears to my eyes just watching them interact. I'm just like, Lord, they love each other so much. Look at them dance. And you know what the Lord said? He said, you see dancing. Whoo, Jesus. Whoo. You see that older couple dancing. But I see years and years of them finding their rhythm. Whoo! Jesus. Jesus. I see years and years of them finding their rhythm. Love like that don't just grow on trees. Love like that was intentional. Love like that was biblical. You're not going to always, your partner is not going to always, you're not going to always have these butterflies, these feelings, right? Real love endures. Real love endures through every circumstance. Through every circumstance. There's going to be times where you just going to have to say, baby, I love you, but listen, I'm about to go get my nails done because I need some time away to pray so the Lord can deal with my heart concerning this argument. There's going to be times where you're going to have to stay. And God going to tell you to be quiet. And that man might be going off. And God going to be like, be quiet. And then when he get done, he'll be like, now go hug him and give him a kiss and ask him, is he hungry? And you're going to be like, God, what? Right, you're going to be like, your spirit man going to be like, your flesh going to be like, what, Lord? He going to be like, hug him. And go ask him if he's hungry and make him a plate. And God's going to be trusting that all that training you did during that time with him is going to get put to use, okay? Now, granted, it won't always be like that, but I'm just saying, I'm just saying, biblical love goes beyond feelings. Beyond feelings. I love you guys. Be blessed. And bye.